Ava from Glow with Ava, and welcome to my channel today. So today we are going to be discussing the REFA CAXA RAY. A couple months ago, I did a review on the REFA Carat and how exactly to use it in your routine. So today we're going to do the same thing, but discussing the REFA CAXA RAY. And I know you guys love my beauty devices and following along, so this is going to be a good one. So I also did a video comparing the 3 different REFA devices, and this is actually the first REFA device I've ever gotten, and it's, to be quite honest, the one that I use the most. So let's quickly compare these 2 devices first. So the biggest difference we see from here is the size of the roller balls. This one is a lot bigger versus this. So because this is much smaller, it is able to target some of the smaller areas that you want to actually define and contour. So let's first talk about different parts of this device. So the very first part is this indented heart area, and this device, yes, you can actually use this part, and it comes very helpful in being able to contour different parts of the face. The second part we're going to be talking about is the crescent right here, and this one is able to help lift and smoothen out your face. And lastly, my favorite part to use it is these rollers. So these rollers are very helpful in being able to smooth it out, but also firm up different parts of your face. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the 10 different exercises that you can use using all 3 parts of the device. And for each of the 10 exercises, you can do it for 30 seconds to up to a minute. But if you do have certain areas that is a lot more sore, or you want to relieve a little bit more, then obviously you can go in with a lot longer. And I know I covered this in my previous videos as well, but what makes the REFA device very unique is that here's where the solar panel is. So when it comes into contact with available light, it is able to promote and generate very light microcurrents that is able to promote healthy collagen levels and healthy skin overall. But it's not going to sting your face or anything, to the point where you can use it on bare skin. But for all of these exercises, I do like to apply a little bit of serum or moisturizer. So with that, let's begin by applying a little bit of moisturizer for your face and neck area, because we're definitely going to go over our neck area as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply a little bit of this Propolis cream from Cosrx. You really don't need something that is too heavy. I tend to like going in with something a little bit of a lighter texture for moisturizer. If you have a hydrating serum, that also works. For the daytime, I usually just like going in with moisturizers, but if you want to do it at nighttime, oils totally work fine as well. It's not like your new phase or other microcurrent devices where you can't use oil. This is totally fine to use with the oil. And for a neck cream, I've talked about this so many times. This is the Perricone neck cream that we're going to apply on our décolleté area and the collarbone area and all of that stuff. And even as you apply your neck creams and stuff, just do a little bit of massage to activate the areas, kind of like a warm up before we begin our facial exercises. All right, now let's begin. So the very first 2 exercises we're going to be doing is going to be using the crescent part of the REFA. So whenever I do start using this, I like to use this part just to help smoothen out and activate the areas. So we're going to smoothen out across our cheek, and it fits your face perfectly like this. So just sweep that out in outwards motions, and I like doing this for about 30 seconds. And you want to do this for the other side as well. And then now with the same crescent part, we're going to just sweep it in upwards motions along our forehead area. Once again, a very, very helpful exercise to kind of target and smoothen out the entire forehead area. It feels amazing. So the next 3 exercises, we're going to be using this heart indent right here. And we're going to start with our jawline right here. And it also is a very good way to contour that area. And I know this exercise can also be done with a REFA Carat. It also is able to target your jawline, but if you want a little bit more of a kneading action and like pulling your skin together, this one is actually able to capture that a lot better. This one just like kind of like squeezes at your skin a little bit more. So on days when you're feeling really, really puffy and want to target a little bit more, then you want to go in with this one. So do this for about 30 seconds. And trust me, I do this for a little bit longer than 30 seconds when I want to define my jawbone a little bit more. So once again, do that for the other side as well. Now we're going to go to our neck area. So this is where a lot of neck tension is built up, especially as we stay home all day and kind of looking at our computer downwards motions. So with the indent, we're just going to start from behind the ear and move that down like this. And I also worked out yesterday, so I'm extremely sore in my shoulder area. So this is so amazing right now. And you want to make sure you not only target like your neck area, but also down to your shoulders and kind of drain that out, and it helps to relieve a lot of the muscle tension as well. Third, we're going to be focusing on the collarbone, and it's shaped perfectly just to target this area. So you want to go like this and gently move that in outwards motions. And if you really want to define your collarbone a little bit more, especially as we head into the spring and summertime, this is a great exercise you want to just do while sitting down. And also by doing this, you want to make sure your shoulders are all like widely spread out in a good posture. And I feel like doing this also helps me to like get a better posture because I'm forced to kind of like spread out my shoulders. And last, we're going to the micro rollers. And I usually like to save the micro rollers to the last part because it's a lot more targeted than the other ones. So it's kind of like the other exercises were warm-ups, and then we begin with more of like the targeted approach. So the first part we're going to be using is our brow bones. And trust me, this feels, oh my God, so amazing every single time I do it. And you have no idea how much tension you are holding up in your brow bone. Even if you don't have this tool with you right now, just try touching it with your fingers like this, and you're gonna feel a lot of tension that you didn't realize you were holding up in your brow bones because you're frowning in the area. You know, even when you're like anxious or tired or angry, you know, try doing this, and it's a very relaxing kind of self-care that you can do for yourself. Now we're gonna move down to below our eye area for our dark circles, and this is the % exercise that I do. And I swear, like, even if this device was only be able to use for my dark circles right here, then that would be 1000% worth it. And I just want to say I've had this device for about 2 years now, and I still use it like every other day. That's how good and worth the investment this has been for me personally. And by doing this, it kind of helps to drain out the toxins that is built up, bring back a lot better circulation so your veins don't appear darker. Because you know what the dark circles are, it's like the veins that are, you know, showing off a little bit more color than usual. So if you bring back the circulation to this area, that is what is going to help make the dark circles less visible, and is able to really drain everything out. And then like one eye, you may be able to feel a little bit more of that like lumpiness in it. So you just want to kind of make sure you do this gently until you don't really feel that at all, and it kind of smoothens it out. Okay, we'll move on down to our cheeks, and this part, I swear, it started to hurt a little bit last time, but this is for your cheeks. So you want to move in upwards and downwards directions like this, and sometimes I'll like really squeeze at your like fat cheeks. And I actually like that because I'm like, oh my God, I'm so puffy, please depuff me. So this is where it comes into play. So, you know, when you wake up puffy, not only do you want to use it on your jawline, but you also want to use it on your cheeks right here when the puffiness is centered around. So we earlier did the forehead exercise by smoothing it out. Now we're going to be a little bit more targeted, and we're going to move it in zigzag motions across our forehead, right? So this is an exercise that you can also do with your guasa, honestly, but you know, there's a difference between using a guasa and a tool like this that makes it just a lot more comfortable to use because of the way you hold the device. So you're not putting as much tension and strength into your hand, so there's not that much tension that is built up there. So this is, once again, a lot of fine lines start to form. So by doing this, you're going to firm up this area, but also smoothen out the fine lines that are forming here. So after you've gone along the whole area, now you're going to move it up. And this is another really great part of this that people don't really know about, but use it on your scalp. And Like this is just like giving yourself like a nice scalp massage, because you know, your scalp is just an extension of your skin and affects the same way. So if you have a healthy scalp, you're also going to have great skin. So you don't want any kind of like a dry, you know, itchy, clogged scalp, because that will definitely reflect on your skin. But by doing this, it helps increase the circulation of your scalp. Feels amazing and helps to relax as well. Okay, so with that, those were the 10 simple exercises that you can do with the REFA CAXA RAY. It is absolutely one of my favorite tools. And as I mentioned, I've had this for 2 years and I still use it every day, if not every other day. And make sure to subscribe to my channel here below for more beauty device testimonials and reviews like this one.